Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be talking about the 538 not Senate forecast, I don't know why I said that. Presidential forecast between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. So, we're going to look at the extreme landslides. Not, landslides. We're going to look at the more extreme ones, the ones that are literally almost impossible. So, 538 simulates the elections and the election between Trump and Biden based on their model, and it gives you 100 outcomes, and 87 of which give Biden the victory, 13 of which give Trump the victory, whatever. But what we are going to be talking about is, so this line right here, this is a tie. So the closer one of the dots is, a blue dot represents a Biden victory, a red dot is a Trump victory. The closer out of this line, the closer the election is. So this blue dot right here, that's a very close election. Biden just flips the Rust Belt, but Trump carries the rest of the swing states. Biden wins narrowly. Or over here, where Biden wins Wisconsin and Pennsylvania, but can't flip Michigan. Trump wins narrowly. The closest, I think, is actually this one, though, where Trump wins by literally 2 electoral votes. Biden is able to flip Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, but he loses Minnesota. So that's essentially what's going on here. But what about these really far out ones, like all this blue on the map, and there's barely any red? Or, what about this map right here for Trump, where all the swing states and a lot of likely Democrat states go blue? So we're going to look and fill out the scenarios. So this is pretty small. So we're going to start with the Trump best case scenario. This one's pretty small, which is weird. But I don't know why it doesn't want to pull it up. But hopefully I can find it. But whatever. So I'm just going to fill it out on my PMS. So it doesn't give you margins, but we're just going to assume, we're trying to make some educated guesses here. California, Oregon, and Washington all go blue, as does Illinois, which is expected. These are all safe Democrat states. Virginia, which is a likely Democratic state, goes blue. And then I'm assuming the rest of New England goes blue. So then you have Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, and it doesn't show D.C., but I'm guessing D.C. goes blue. Delaware, New Jersey, and then you go keep going, and Connecticut, New York, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts all go blue, I'm assuming. So then the whole Northeast goes blue except for New Hampshire. So the educated guesses come in. We have to assume that Maine 2nd District goes blue, goes red because of this is already a Trump district to begin with. So yeah, and the rest of the map goes red. So we're just gonna fill this in really quickly. And by the way, for those of you who can't hear the clicky noises from my mouse or from my touchpad, that's because I'm using the F key. Like if you hover over states and hold F, it'll fill it in. Pro gamer move there. But so that's essentially what the Trump scenario is. Now he doesn't even get to 400, so we're going to compare that to Biden's extreme scenario. So right over here of Joe Biden, we're going to start out by filling out the entire West Coast for him, literally basically the entire thing. Utah even goes blue, and I think Alaska also goes blue in the scenario. Nope, yeah, it does actually. And Alaska, Texas, and Kansas go blue as well. So Biden is already knocking on the door, and we haven't even gone to New York or anything like that. So, yeah, and then what else goes blue? So we have a lot of the South going blue: Mississippi, Louisiana, Georgia, South Carolina, Florida. So basically all the deep South except for Alabama and North Carolina also goes blue. I'm gonna assume. Yeah, so North Carolina, even Tennessee goes blue, which I really don't think is going to happen. Tennessee, North Carolina, Virginia as well. And then we also see that the states, basically the whole Midwest goes blue. Missouri, Iowa, I'm assuming Nebraska 2nd District because that's already a Biden district to begin with. Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Illinois. I don't think Kentucky would. Does it? No, it doesn't. Indiana and Ohio. Now, does West Virginia go blue? No, it does not. So basically, you have the rest of the country going blue except for these areas. So we're just going to use the F key to fill in all this. So you get Trump winning these few states, and surprisingly, he wins Montana, which I don't think would happen in this extreme scenario, but whatever. So Trump gets only 55 electoral votes. Biden and Harris get 384. So we're going to compare these two maps, and I just need to make sure, just sanity check, make sure I didn't miss anything. So Yeah, we're good. So we can now close or get out of that tab. But look at this. Biden essentially is like, you can take away California. He's still at 400. Like, take away. No, not technically. I was. You can take away, um, Michigan and Wisconsin, and he's still like, give Trump Michigan, Wisconsin, and California. Biden's still at 400 electoral votes. So Biden has a breeze getting to 400. Now let's talk about Donald Trump. He can't even get to 400. I mean, where does he go from here? Well, he would have to next basically win Virginia, then win Maine at large. Then he'd have to go win in likely New Jersey. Then he has to go win Connecticut or Rhode Island. Delaware still is enough. Win Oregon, he's still not at 400, so we got to get him to 400 here. And then he probably has to go pull off a huge shocker and somehow win Illinois. That's how he has to do it. So that's basically impossible. I don't think that's not even going to come close to fruition. But so the rest of this, Trump's at 340. He can't even get to 400. Biden is a breeze, and that's a good sign for him. Now, I don't think either of these scenarios are going to happen. This is ludicrous, but we have to remember Biden has a bigger range. He can win just barely. He can win barely by 8 electoral votes, or he can win by literally getting 483 electoral votes. He can win in this shark. Like, this would be FDR-esque, or Ronald Reagan 1984-esque. This would actually be similar to 1980, where Ronald Reagan beat Jimmy Carter. But this would be absolutely insane. So, how does he make this happen? Well, first of all, he can't. He'd have to overcome voter suppression in Georgia, which is possible, but he'd have to somehow win Tennessee, which is crazy, Mississippi, Louisiana, Utah, Alaska. And by the way, a lot of these states are safe Republican. I think Utah's safe, Kansas is safe, Indiana's safe, Louisiana's safe, Mississippi is safe, Tennessee is safe. So a lot of these states are just solid red states, but they're just crazy because they run the simulation and they say, what's the best possible outcome? And this is the best possible outcome for Joe Biden. Maybe he wins Montana, I don't know, but apparently not. So again, this is essentially it, guys. Thanks so much for watching this video. Please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on post notifications. By the way, check out all the links in the description. We have got Discord. There is a Patreon if you want exclusive perks. Again, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna consistently beg you donate to my Patreon. But if you want exclusive access and perks, then you can check it out. Go ahead, check out Patreon. So yeah, that's basically it. Also, I do have social media if you'd like to follow me there. So that's it, guys. And see you all in the next one. Stay safe and take care of each other.